good people? Thank you for checking me out here at The Real Counselor's Corner. And as always, you can follow me on all social platforms. That's Instagram, that's Facebook, that's IG, and that's Twitter. Under the handle at The Real Counselor's Corner. Thank you for stopping by. So, the purpose of today's video, I'm going to tell you about a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. We're going to get to that in just a moment. But I'm here because I got to share something with you. You know, you guys, we're family. If you support at The Real Counselor's Corner and you are part of this movement, then we are family. Because that means we are on the same page, at least on a few things. At least when it comes to these babies, to these kids, to the youth. If you are supporting this movement, that means that we agree that these babies need something extra. And you also agree that at The Real Counselor's Corner is able to provide at least some of that. Now, of course, can't fix all the world's problems here at The Real Counselor's Corner, but I'm going to do my part. And I can't do that without you guys. So continue to speak on the At The Real Counselor's Corner. Please continue to support, continue to share, continue to like, continue to subscribe, continue to view the videos on YouTube. And yeah, with YouTube, remember guys, it's an analytics game. All right. So if you go on to YouTube, if you don't have a subscription, that's cool. You can still watch. Make sure you like the video. And don't just like it because I'm asking. Matter of fact, don't just like it because I'm asking. I want you to like it only if you really like it. But if you listen to it, I guarantee you're going to like it. Because I'm speaking on something that, some food that you can digest. You can take it with you. And you can share it with somebody. And you can even say that it's yours. You don't have to say you got it from me. That can be our secret. I just want the kids to know. So you can even have it. No, I'm playing about that. Let me clarify that. So just in case anybody does steal any of the things that I have created or that I conduct, they're all copywritten. And at The Real Counselor's Corner, LLC is trademarked. So don't steal anything because we might be on Judge Judy or something on some nonsense. Just come and get the knowledge. It's free. January 22nd. But before I, wrap things up, just on here to remind you about January 22nd, I'm going to be in Owensboro, Kentucky. I'm going to speak a little bit more about that in a few minutes. Not going to keep you too long. Not even a few minutes, a few seconds. But on a serious note, I really appreciate the support that I'm getting. I'm seeing people, that I hadn't seen in a while since I started, the channel and the business, and they'll, mention things about it. And, people send me messages and, emails, and it's cool, man. I appreciate that. So I'm asking y'all to please continue to do that. Continue to like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, man. Greatly appreciate it. Special shout out to Charleston White, man. Appreciate his repost. And I'm never one to get on trying to ride no coattail or nothing. But this young, not even young, he young my age. We young, Charleston White, this man, people probably know more about his character, Rat Williams, which hilarious, but if you know anything about Charleston White, the man, then you know that he is a youth advocate in the state of Texas, and also works in the school systems down there. He's been a part of establishing, laws. I believe he was able to get the, I think the death penalty removed for youth offenders, something of that nature. And he has conducted several, camps down in the state of Texas. He did some work out in the state of California. So him reposting that, it made me feel good because I know a lot of people are going to see it, and that's the key here, because I understand that the success of a lot of ideas or programs depends on who you can put that in front of, or who or who you can rub elbows with. So I have the material. I'm in the lab constantly. So I have the material. So the more I can get it out there of what we doing here at The Real Counselor's Corner, then the better it's going to be. So appreciate that, Mr. Charleston White. And I appreciate, everyone, no matter, big or small. If it's just a like, repost, man, I appreciate it all. But this Saturday, January the 22nd, that's 3 days from today, because today's Wednesday. So you got, today's open, Thursday, Friday, you got Saturday. I'm going to be at Dugan Best Community Center, which is in Owensboro, Kentucky. That's 1003 Omega Street. I'm going to be there from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. conducting part 3 of the Let's Build series. Now, before I even get into part 3, because I told you it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So before I even get to that, let me give you a quick replay, if you into sports. Part 1, also conducted, Dugan Best Community Center. We talked about self-love. We talked about foresight. We talked about the understanding that you first must love yourself, love who you are, and then you have to seek the knowledge to understand the importance of the decisions you're making today being the bridge to your life in the future. That's foresight. You can't tell the future. Foresight's the closest thing. So we talk about that because that's important, especially with the kids. Helps you understand that, hey, yo, this right here might feel good or be good for the moment, but it's going to create some problems down the road that are not going to end up good. So you got to have that foresight. Try not to make decisions on impulse. And then we jumped into part 2. Part 2, we talked about discipline. Because after you have a foresight and the understanding of where you can go based on your decisions, you have to implement the decision to make the right or the best decision. That's discipline. Because we all know that sometimes the best decision is not always the fun decision. Doesn't always feel the best. But you got to have that discipline to understand that this right here can wait. Because I'm dealing with something or trying to get something, going to get something or get to something that is greater later. So you got to have that discipline. That's what we talked about in part 2. Part 3, that's January the 22nd. That's coming up. Part 3. Cameron, will you open the garage for your mama? Part 3. I'm sorry. When you film at home, you got to, you have little interruptions like that. But part 3, I'm talking about resilience. And resilience is your bounce back game. Can you bounce back from adversity? Some of the most successful people are the most resilient. One thing I say about children, they are the most resilient beings in the world. Some children endure some tragedies, but yet they continue with life and grow up to do things. So you got to be resilient, because one thing about life, you live it long enough, you're going to have to bounce back from something. That's a guaranteed fact, 100%. Don't matter how much money you got. Don't matter how much money you don't get. You're going to have to bounce back from something. So why not come on January the 22nd and get you a dose of At the Real Counselor's Corner, Let's Build series, resilience. You'll leave a better person, I promise. Parents, your kids going to come back different. And it doesn't cost you a dime. Nope. It's free. Parts 1 through 5 are going to be conducted at the Dugan Best Community Center, all free of charge. Now, I can't speak on the future, but I'm telling you, this series right here at the Dugan Best Community Center is all free of charge. We on part 3 right now. I got 2 more left. God willing, we're going to get to part 5, and they are all free of charge. So I can guarantee that when you come, everything is free. You're going to leave with some knowledge, and you might leave with some money in your pocket. Because if you ask any of the children that have attended any of At the Real Counselor's Corner, Let's Build series sessions, a few of them left with some money in their pocket. We call that an incentive. Get on out here. Parents, send your kids. Parents, you can even come too. January 22nd, I'm at the Dugan Best Community Center, part 3 of the Let's Build series, brought to you by At the Real Counselor's Corner. We are talking resilience, youth of all ages, all genders. Come on out, and we're going to have a good time. We're going to learn together, and we're going to build. So God willing, I will see you soon, and hopefully I'll see you on Saturday, January the 22nd. Now this Saturday, this one, like coming up this Saturday, 1 a.m. Help me out. 11 a.m., 1 p.m. Man, I appreciate y'all, man, more than you would ever know. So